I want to talk about this real quick, and this is gonna be off subject for 2 seconds because that conversation alone from the Passport Cuddy that I met in 2008, and just randomly decided to take a birthday trip to Jerusalem is beautiful.
Yeah.
That made me think of your book, Mending Me.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for 2 seconds? Like, what is this growth of you and your brand over the past, honestly, at this point, 15 years? How does that feel, and what is that? What kind of inspired Mending Me?
Mending Me came from me just. When I first started therapy, I remember the first time I sat down, she said, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "I want to be free." And she was like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "I just feel shackled mentally, emotionally, everything. Like, I just don't feel clear, minded, headed, anything." And then like, the more I started seeing, when I started doing advice calls for relationships, I just started seeing how many people misinterpreted stuff. Their ego was so big. They were so argumentative, sensitive, like always, and somebody else mentioned something about matching the energy, like always, I want them to feel how I feel. Like, so this book is a unfiltered guide to fixing yourself. Yeah. So it's you like having to really be honest with yourself about like who you are. If you have an attitude, you're gonna have to admit, I have an attitude. If you're sensitive, you're gonna have to admit, I'm sensitive. You're gonna, if you are petty, if you are, like, if you're jealous, if you're, malicious, if you're vindictive, if you're a hypocrite, you have to admit that. You're never going to be able to fix yourself until you admit those things. The first thing you say, somebody will say, "Oh, something jealous." I'm not a jealous person. I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up." I'm not saying that.
Like, you're the most jealous.
Right. Because you have to describe
that everybody is jealous. But who's to say that in our life, nobody can admit that they've ever had jealous feelings, envious feelings, they've been hypocritical. Like, come on now, like you just, so that's me just wanting to like, just be honest and be transparent and like have the shackles like, so that you could move forward and be like lighter and feel better.
Yeah, you gotta be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Know yourself before you can make that journey. So that makes sense.
And I think it's so dope finding yourself on that journey. But it really does start like where you said, it starts literally with embracing who you genuinely are. You cannot grow and heal if you are still lying to yourself.
But it's very isolating as well.
It is. It's very lonely. The whole healing journey is lonely. If it wasn't, everyone would do it. Healing sucks. It sucks. It's hard. It's draining. It's mentally draining. It's spiritually draining. It forces you to look in the mirror. And a lot of times for many of us who have never taken that step back to say, "Oh, I kind of am a little fucked up sometimes." That should be a big pill to swallow. Like a big pill to swallow. So I can understand the disconnect and why some people just be like, "You know what? I'm just going to sit in this fucked up realm that I'm in because I'm doing okay in it."
Yeah. People literally, as soon as I just dropped the book 3 months ago, and people are taking so long to read it. I'm like, "Are y'all reading the book?" They was like, "Listen, I opened up chapter 1. I was like, I ain't ready yet."
Listen,
really?
Wow. I'm not gonna hold you. So it's very good. I read chapter 1 and I was like, bitch.
Bitch, don't call me out like that.
I'm gonna holler at chapter 2 in a second. Right. But I appreciate it though, because I feel like you're like everyone's best friend in their head, and it's like trickle down therapy. Yeah. So you like, okay, I went to therapy, and I
always say it's medicine in the candy.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. That's how you gotta do it.
I want to get the book.
Where's the book available?
Amazon.
That's right, y'all. Get it on Amazon.com. Mending Me by Passport Cuddy. Check it out. All right, next question. I'm going right to actor Alfonso.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
What we got?
Do you like surprises?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. Because I mean, it depends on what it is and what it's about.
Okay.
Sometimes I like a heads up. I like to know what's going on so I can know how to receive it. I think it's the Capricorn in me, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to be prepared for what's going on. I can jump off and be spontaneous and have some spontaneity to me, but overall, I want to know.
And you like routine. All right, so let's say surprise. Let's say the I'm gonna go extreme. Okay, the first one I'm not. Okay, so the first one is surprise, surprise. I made your favorite dinner.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. There's another bitch here. Oh.
Ooh.
He like for me? Or
like that depends on what.
Both of us.
Like, right? Why is she here? Like, what's going on? Who is she? What's she
about to have a good time.
What we doing here?
A time is about to be had.
A time about to be had with her.
Okay, then.
Surprise, surprise.
That's cool.
What about if you don't like her? What about if you don't think she's attractive?
Then it's not cool.
That's
I'm not
not
gonna be
cool.
mad about the
That's
surprise because
hilarious.
it's the thought that counts. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Crystal, do you like surprises?
No.
I can tell. You tried to make it so cute.
Said it all.
You know what? Like I said, I think that it has everything to do with what the surprise is. Do I like being surprised with bad news? No, nobody does. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
Like those type of in a negative situation. Do I want a surprise party? Hell yeah. You know? Yeah, I got one before.
Really? Did you have fun?
I had a ball. Like they really tricked me. You never know until it happens to you walk in a room
Yeah.
and you just like, y'all love me.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it
That's
feel good.
nice.
Like I made you dinner type thing. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought about you.
Yeah.
You know, I know your favorite snacks. It's not always the biggest things. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
to know somebody thinking about you and they doing something without you asking them to do it. Especially when
Yeah.
it comes to relationships
that's nice.
between a woman and a man. I say this all the time. I feel like every woman damn near say they want the same things out of men when it comes to how they want to be treated. And I just feel like if the men hear us constantly, why y'all don't do
How
it?
you don't know?
Y'all see,
How
your
y'all
girl
don't know
posting
it
pictures
yet?
of flowers and all of that all the time.
But
She
you-
don't want to tell you, bring me flowers, baby.
Right.
She wants you to just bring them
Yeah.
home.
Bring 'em.
And I just feel like it be, and men sometimes, I don't know what it is. I guess I got to ask the fellas
I think because for me personally, like, I don't take hints well. You know, like
Hints?
hints.
Okay.
Like I catch the hint, but like you said, if you drop a hint for me to go get some flowers, I'm not gonna want to go get you flowers because it's like you told me in a roundabout way to go get the flowers.
But that's
You see
ego.
what I'm saying?
That's ego.
Yeah.
So it's like I wanna do something along those lines that I thought about myself. So when I come with it, you'll be like, damn, and I ain't even have to tell them to do it.
But
yeah,
that's
but
your
still
ego.
do it that way. You got guys who won't do it at all.
Nah,
No,
Like,
okay,
they
tell
won't
them
do
what
it.
it
Say it's
is.
the ego.
That's your ego because you making it about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want
I did
it
a lot of
to
ego
da. She want the flowers.
And I'm never gonna
She
sit here and
don't
think
So don't
Yeah.
think
care
too
if
deep
you
about
know.
it. She
Yeah.
just
Okay,
wants
that makes
She
sense.
just want the flowers.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
do
She
understand
wanna
you
be
because
taken
I
to
am.
dinner,
I
you know?
was that type,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh well, you just told me to do it, so let me take some time before, like, let me let some time pass, so it could be my idea now. Like, I
Yeah.
did do that, but at the end of the night, now they like, didn't I just tell you? Like, wait, I'm waiting. It's just, it just makes it. It's like y'all dancing with 2 left feet for no
Yeah.
reason. Just
Yeah.
get the damn flowers, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to outprove a point.
Yeah.
Chulo, what about you? Do you like surprises?
No. It's a double-sided question, right? Because only because, you know, as far as my scheduling or whatever the case is, like, yo, don't do it on this day because you know I have to try to take your surprise. But now by taking your surprise, I'm gonna miss this right here that I was really
Right.
looking forward to, and that's gonna cause conflict later. And you know, but I hear what Cuddy just said. Like I did a lot of ego surprising. You know what I'm saying? Because I always wanted to. I'm like, nah, that shit ain't good enough. I ain't giving you no damn flowers. I'm gonna buy you the whole dollar. I'm gonna get this and that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck flowers. Flowers cost $5. This next cost $50,000. What we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like taking this trip.
Oh, you was look, she like surprises.
That's a
I like them type of surprises.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes, you know, you ladies really just want those simple things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, you know, some of us men, like, I always base it off of, well, I love you like this. Let the mother broke
Yeah.
buy you some damn flowers. Anybody can buy you. I was always, I don't want to do nothing that anybody could have done for you already. Like, you probably got flowers from the past dude because that's all he could afford. I'm at a different level
she
now.
liked it.
Because she
Yeah,
liked
it's
it.
like
Yeah,
someone
see,
just
that's
like
what I was
fresh
doing. I was
flowers.
thinking a lot of
Like,
ego.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
year was really like the first year where I actually just said, okay,
Good.
popped up with flowers.
Yeah.
You're like,
That was just like, that was like 2 weeks
And
ago.
she was so happy, wasn't she?
Yeah, I was like,
it means so much.
She probably was so
You like it's so
ecstatic.
simple. It be the simplest things. Like
Yes,
a lot
it
of times,
is. Yeah.
women, you know, it's nice to get gifts and stuff like that. I've been in situations where somebody can do this, but they didn't really care, you
Yeah.
know. And I want to know you love me and genuinely care about me and pay attention to me, you know.
Yeah.
Me having to tell you what to do all the time, that's like
I
you're not
always
really
say it's
into
too
me.
easy to give me money.
Yeah.
Like I literally had a guy that was just, and obviously didn't work out, but would just give me money. I would just wake up and get Zelles. And then he would text throughout the day, no call. Then I had a guy that would like do little small stuff in calls. He was more important to me than me opening my bank and being like, okay, he just randomly sent me a Zelle. 'cause
Yeah, I'm not
that
impressed.
was too easy. It was no thought into it. You make the
and
money.
You
Why
had
would
the
you
money.
not give
It's
me
nothing
something?
for you to do it. Exactly.
So what about if you do it something special, but he just does it in his own way?
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Because
I
that can be
understand.
special too. Like,
Yeah.
yo, walked in there, busted
Give me an
this down.
example of what?
I mean, like for me personally, like if she, I'm just using this example. If she want flowers, and I know she like flowers, but in my head, like you said, I guess it's the ego in me. Like I ain't gonna do that because I know that's what she want. So I'm gonna get her flowers, but I'm gonna do it in a different way. So instead of me just, you know, maybe paying to have them delivered to her job, maybe I might send her a text and be like, hey, meet me at you know, one of these restaurants somewhere, Applebee's or wherever, we're gonna go sit down and eat.
Yeah.
And then I might get there early and tell them like, listen, my lady coming. I want y'all to walk out with this bouquet of flowers.
That's
and just
beautiful.
give it to
Yeah,
them
that's
later.
beautiful.
That's
So
beautiful.
that's
She still
me
got
giving
the
it to her.
flowers,
She still
right.
got the flowers, but it was me giving it to her in my own way
No,
to
that's
make it
fine.
more
But that
original.
still
You see what I'm
counts.
And
saying?
that's
That
gonna
counts.
count.
Yeah.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
This
Okay.
different. You would have been going left if you were like, she want the flowers, so I took her to Applebee's. And it was like, okay,
I still
where the
took you
flowers
somewhere
at?
Yeah,
else.
you
Yeah.
sound like that's what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.